How's it going, guys? Big Sheet here, and decided to make a quick update on Classic WoW so far after a couple weeks of playing. It's been tomorrow will be the 1 month anniversary technically of when the game launched, so figured I'd do an update on my character. As you see, I have Epic Mount, of course. Like I think Gold's really easy to make on Classic, but besides the point. I just finished my Lionheart helm. Done a couple MC clears now with the guild, 2 Onis. I think third one's coming up on Monday, so things are good. The game, like the raid content's really easy, but I mean it's always been easy. But on Classic, it's somewhat easier. But figure I just go over some of the gear I have. Like I used to have Eye of Rend, Crown of Tyranny, and Mask of the Unforgiven. But once I finished my Lionheart helm, I just fucking vendered them all. I kept Helm of Valor around. I probably will never use it. I enchanted 100 HP to this because I think Lionheart Helm's actually good in PvP. For the hit, just having 2% hit available is kind of sick. And I don't really care about PV min-maxing that much. Like I could have gone 8 strength for oh boy, a whopping 16 attack power, but I'd honestly rather just have 100 health, just so it's more versatile. I can use it in multiple situations. I cannot be fucked to make 2 helmets. I'm not making 2 Lionheart helmets. That's literally retarded. But yeah, so I had to pay a 200 gold fee to make, like just the craft alone, on top of all the mats, which I farmed myself. So in total, this is like a 700 gold helmet, which finally got it. It was good. My necks, I have all the fucking attuned necks. Mark of Forward Ring, Will of the Martyr, all good. Shoulders, like I'm in my world content PvP gear. I'm not in PV. I'm not in my raid gear, but I have all this previous, pretty much. So shoulders, we have raid, PvP, tank, cape. I don't have Cape of the Baron though. I've only seen it drop once, and I passed it to a hunter in our guild because he was farming it a lot. Haven't seen it since. Feels bad, but Pale Moon Cloak's pretty good. Then we got breastplate of the Chromatic Flight. No Savage Glad yet. I have Scuff Savage Glad. Close enough, but I don't know. I'll probably end up farming Savage Glad one of these days, but for now, I'm just gonna like this thing is actually pretty sick. Just having 300 extra HP even in raid keeps or helps you stay alive, and it has not bad offensive stats. 20 strength, that's 40 attack power, and 10 agi's half a point of crit. So it's definitely not bad. It's a nice alternative, but Savage Glad's higher potential damage output. It's just less. You're just squishier with it on. Other chest. So we got Chest of Valor. I'll probably never use this again because I have this, but I'll keep it around for now. Deathbone breastplate. I have the 5-piece Deathbone. I just happened to get it, so fuck it. Why not keep it around? Bracers. We got Bracers of Valor, PvP bracers, Battleborn arm braces, Biz for raids, and then we got Van braces of the Sadist, which I mean I should put 9 strength on these, but yeah, then yeah, these ones are good, but I think these are just straight up better. I mean, if you're hit cap, these are technically better. So as for my weapon, you may say, what the fuck are you doing with a staff? But the Slave Driver's fucking cane. This thing's actually pretty sick. Like, it seems like, oh, why would a warrior use a staff? But in actuality, the weapon's not bad at all. It has high top end, slow weapon, high top end, 29 strength. That's fucking 58 attack power plus 120 health. So has some good stats on it. It's probably like one of the best two-hand Fury Prebus weapons. Like I have Blackhand's Doomsaw, and if I was PvP spec arms, I'd put the Doomsaw on. But I mean, if I'm playing two-hand Fury, this thing's literally just better than the Doomsaw. Unironically, like attack power scale is really hard with Bloodthirst. So as for my bow, I never ended up getting Black Crow. I've just been rocking Gorewood bow because I don't know. I think stamina is underrated even in PvE. Like just having some extra HP laying around, especially in like newer guilds that aren't that experienced, it helps a lot to just not die from AoE effects. And I mean, I would like Black Crow, but I'll probably just stick with Gorewood bow until Dire Maul comes around. Then trinkets, all my trinkets are here. We got Hand of Justice, Horse of Will, Black Hand's Bread, Carrot on a Stick, of course. Seal of Dawn, Bear of Peasant Collar, and Lufa, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know if I'm gonna sell this. I might just keep it around, but I literally don't think I'll ever use it as a warrior. I can't think of anything. There might be something though down the line. And then Rune of the Guard Captain, of course. Nice tank trinket, nice to just have around when you need to toss on an extra piece of hit gear. As for my rings, Blackstone, Seal of Ascension, Painweaver's Band. I would like to use Painweaver's Band, but for world content, I think just Band of Flesh is really sick. I'd like to get Mimrodon's Signet as well, but it's kind of pricey, but hey. And then 2 fire resist rings in case I have to tank ever. Just nice to have around. And then Band of Flesh, yeah. As for boots, Blood Mail, Saffron Scale boots. I've had these for a long time, and they're actually really sick, but these boots will get vendered the moment I get Boots of Valor. Like if we look at Skullomance, Boots of Valor here, 20 stam, dude. Those are fucking sick. I need those. So I technically have 8-piece Valor, but I would never use it. I'd probably go a 6-piece Valor, maybe. I don't know, maybe 4-piece, because I would want Lionheart. I'd want Chromatic Breastplate, and I'd honestly probably want Brigham Girdle equipped for PvP, because it's just a hit. But if I got a Dreadforge Retaliator or like an Axe, I could drop some hit rating. Though I do think Sword Spec for PvP is much better, because on Horde especially, Sword Spec scales with Hodge and Wind Fury. Like they all proc off each other, so Sword Spec's pretty sick. It's from so we have Blood Mail boots. Like those are just really nice. Some extra hit on them. Death Bones, tank set, and the fire resist. Your pants, leg plates of Valor, Devil Sword. I had my Devil Sword set at level 51 just from being an Ungoro, from just layering around. It's actually kind of broken. So I have my previous gloves. Got the death grips where when I'm fighting a warrior, I put 5 skinning on him because I didn't know what else to put the fucking skinning enchant on. They were the only extra gloves I had, and I was in Oni layer, so I'm like, just throw them on the death grips. My Devil Sword have strength on him right now, so yeah, I just figured, fuck it, put that on. So yeah, actually doing pretty good in game. I'm actually at a point where I kind of want to start just raid logging until phase 2. Like I'll probably do a bit of gold farming at night when like do some RTV loops late at night when NA dies down. But yeah, other than that, I'm probably just gonna start raid logging. Got my Master Crusader ready in my bag whenever someone in the guild who has it. I'm probably gonna enchant this Crusader. Can't believe I'm using a fucking staff, but hey, why not? And yeah, but pretty much just like waiting for phase 2. Phase 1, I mean, people may be worried about thinking about my time played, and yeah, I've been no-lifing this fucking game. 14 days played. That's gonna be a yikes for me. But the same sense, you kind of put a lot of work in early to get ahead, get everything done. Epic mount. I got a lot of my shit really cheap, cheaper than like anyone else got it, because I was way ahead of the curve. And now that shit's ramping up, it's gonna be pretty expensive. Like my bankroll has black diamonds, or pristine black diamonds, and like grave moss, faps. I have all the shit stockpiled that I got for really cheap, and the prices have already like doubled on half these items. So pretty much just ready for ranking. All I gotta do is stockpile on whippoorwill tubers, and just get some consume stockpiling slowly, and that'll happen just from playing the game like now and then, just doing some RTV loops. Thorium selling for 10 gold a stack. I sold 20 thorium for 37 gold. It was a fluke though. Some guy tried to buy it and like repost it for 6 gold a bar, but I think he got blown out. So I did end up like I profited big off that. And yeah, like I've noticed gold is so easy to make in Classic. Like everything's worth so much. You're just doing dungeons. Like if you get a bunch of weapon drops and like shields and bows and guns, you just come out with like hundreds of gold. But yeah, so that's my character for now. As for MC, like we've gone through MC quite nicely. It's been, I mean, our slowest MC was 4 hours, which is the first night, but that's mainly due to the fact that no one had the hands of the hands of the fire generals, or the fuck the quest is called, done. So we had to go in there, do that quest, get the 4 hands from all the lieutenants, and then like our mage and warlock had to port back 7 separate times to get enough quints because they're the only one who had that quest. So that took us like an hour and a half alone. But other than that, we've been gaming, dude. We've been clearing content. It's quite easy. So yeah, that's kind of just an update on my character in Classic. As for like my opinions on the five mans, I honestly don't even remember when my last video was. I don't even think I was 60 yet. And I said I was gonna make a video on five mans, but generally, why do people keep doing this? This has been happening all day, like in every city. I'm just, why? Is that from Ashenvale? Up here. I think that one's from Ashenvale, but I don't know why people keep doing that shit. It's kind of funny, but hey, whatever. But yeah, that's probably it for now. Like, general consensus on the five mans though is they're all kind of face rolly. I kind of just waltzed in, even when I was in greens from questing. You kind of just waltz in with, like, I just waltzed in with a two-hander and I would just charge in, sweeping strikes, whirlwind, and swap to a sword and shield, and like we just mauled through everything. Like barely any wiping in five mans. Everything just fucking dies. Like right now, if you look at logs, wait, what? It's Paladin, dude. Look at him. Still does less damage than like a warrior does. How is a Paladin? What? Wait. Look at dude. The meta's been broken. Paladin number one, Druid number one tank, dude. Dude, the disc DPS 5.5. But yeah, I mean, casters are pumping, man. There's so much spell hit in the game. Like that's what I was gonna go into next. Like Banthok Sash. I'll show you it. Let's see. Like this item is absolutely broken. Like I think going with 1.12 itemization was a massive mistake. Like this being in at the beginning, and like that, this item's fucking broken. Same with Savage Gladiator Chain. In early vanilla, this thing has defense on it and like stamina. It's male. It doesn't have crit. Doesn't have like these stats at all. But adding this type of itemization, what's the last one? Star of mm, Mysteria. This one. Like these items, being able to get 2% spell hit in pre-bis gear is allowing mages to push upwards of 600, 700, 800 DPS with flask. When on like a private server, they'd be doing 300 right now because the gearing was actually the gearing was better done on private servers than it is here. Like Onyxia is not even con flagging. Like the fight is a literal meme. It's kind of like I mean, like at the same sense, like I said, I don't really care because PvE is a face roll anyways in vanilla, but just making it having it be easier, having post nerf boss content with post buff itemization and 1.12 talents, which that was a good play, but I don't think they should have gone with post nerf raids. They should have gone with pre nerf raids and even tuned them up more if they wanted to add shit like this into the game. Like when you're adding items like this in their updated state, the game is like the damage output of every class is just is way too much. It's just broken, man. It's ridiculous. Like this almost has a full 3% crit. You do not replace this until Breastplate of Annihilation, and it's a fucking dungeon item. It gets replaced here, and it's arguably like that thing almost has 3% crit on it. Like obviously this is better because 37 strength. That's 74 attack power, and it has hidden crit, but yeah, you like Prophet's Scarum is when you replace that. An AQ, that's gonna be in like a year or more. That item's broken beyond belief. When I don't even know when you replace this item. Like these items are ridiculous, man. And that's what's causing mages and casters to just melt shit. Like 600, 700 DPS is absolutely unheard of in vanilla as frost. Like I just don't even like. I guess maybe privateers were extra wrong about like resist values. Maybe fire mobs have 0 frost resist, but on private servers they're putting it at like a flat like 20 or something, so they resisted more, and your spells got partial resisted more. But I don't know, man. Something's not quite right, but hey, at least we're having fun. At least we're ready for phase 2. But that's kind of it for me. Uh, I might I might make more videos down about this kind of shit. I don't know.